The queen has arrived. Reina is the newest character in Rivals 2. Well, kind of newest. You see, Reina won the Rivals 1 Workshop character contest, where the winning design would be added to the next game. So we've known for over a year she's coming to the game, we just didn't know when she'd get here. And, true to her tagline, the crowd magnet immediately won over the fans. The Ant Queen is a high-flying grappler that's jumping from the platforms instead of the top ropes and dares to ask the bold question, what if Magneto was a luchador in support of the proletariat? So she's dope, we already knew that. As for her playstyle, in fighting game terms, she's what we call a grappler. Her entire thing is grabs. Half of her moveset is grabs. And if you know anything about fighting game culture, you know that some people are absolutely going to love her, and others will spend every second of every match terrified, desperately avoiding interacting at all costs. And you already know which you are. Before I explain how her moves all interact and fit together, I need to make sure you understand the difference between hit grabs and command grabs, because she has a lot of them. There's actually a third kind of grab too, but we'll get to that in a sec. Command grabs are grabs that can't be shielded, like Chrono's tongue, for example. If you try to block them, you'll get tossed around. Because of that, they're extremely strong if you've conditioned your opponent into shielding first. Hit them a bunch, get them to shield out of fear, and then punish them for thinking they were safe. Since beating shield is extremely strong, usually there's some sort of drawback, like being slow, easy to punish if they whiff, or harder to combo off of. Sometimes they're PM Wario's bite, and none of that's true, but that's because that move is nuts. And unlike standard grabs, which I'm just gonna call grabs, you can still parry them. Hit grabs, on the other hand, basically function like a standard attack with some visual flair. Sure, they throw you, but they can be shielded like any other move. Like the name suggests, they have to hit their opponent for the grab effect to trigger. Raster's down special and Edelus's up air are also both hit grabs, so I guess if you didn't know you could shield those, now you do. Just like you can shield your internet, online security, I don't know, this analogy is falling apart real fast. Anyways, you can keep yourself safer on the internet thanks to this video sponsor, ExpressVPN. We live in an increasingly global environment, and I'm sure you've all run into media you just can't access because of where you live. You want to rewatch a show, but now it's only available in Europe on Netflix or Hulu or whatever, for some reason. Or maybe it's something right here on YouTube, but it's blocked in your region. ExpressVPN lets you switch your IP address to a different country, getting around geolocation for something, frankly, you are already paying for. For me, I travel a lot, and I often work from the road, so ExpressVPN's online privacy and data security is great for peace of mind. I'm hopping between hotels, coffee shops, airports, and convention center Wi-Fi that are, probably on unsecured networks, so it is nice having an extra layer of security. I don't trust airport Wi-Fi any further than I can throw it, and I cannot throw an airport very far. I already get enough scammy phishing emails as is, being a semi-public figure on the internet. I don't need someone to steal my info directly. If you want to help me though, instead of stealing my info, purchasing a 1 to 2 year plan with my link supports the channel. Find out how you can get up to 4 extra months of ExpressVPN by clicking the link in the description below or by scanning the QR code. To reiterate, hit grabs can be shielded, command grabs cannot, and that's going to be critical to understanding how to play as her and against her. And all of them can be parried, well, except for regular grabs, like standard universal grabs, the grabs that every character have that came free with your copy of Rivals. They're usually on a bumper or the Z button. Those can't be parried. And oh boy, like half of her moves are grabs. Up air is a grab. Back air is a grab. Forward strong is a grab. Up strong is a grab. Side special is grabs. Up special is grabs. Dare is grabs. Get up special is grabs. Grabs is grabs. And I'm sure the comment section is already full of a bunch of Incineroar knockoff LOLs for people that haven't finished the video yet. Or Beowulf comments from the enlightened viewers. But nah, she's really her own design entirely. My hot take is that while a lot of other characters have some grappler properties, I don't know if any are a true grappler the way Reina is. It's not like Melee Ices or PMDK, or even Incineroar, where you start or finish your combos with grabs. She's gonna toss you around the entire time. The grabs do not stop coming. 90% of her kit is grabbing you. I'm gonna start with the basics of her moveset and game plan before leveling up the complexity with everything else. So, let's start with her grounded normals. Jab? That's the John Cena, you know what it is. Her tilts are amazing though. Up tilt will juggle an opponent to the cheers of her adoring fans. Down tilt is fantastic for poking, popping the opponent up on hit for literally whatever follow-up you want. Up strong, forward air, nair, it's all fair game. And rounding out her tilts, forward tilt is great at keeping someone away just out of range. Use it to knock someone off stage or even have it kill on bad DI. Her dash attack is a flying elbow drop, with a couple unique mechanics to keep in mind. One, if you dash attack off of a platform or ledge, she'll keep the elbow drop going. Earlier in the move, it pops up for a combo, but if she hits you on her way down, it's a nasty spike. Her normal throws are also great at getting the party started. Update time, breaking news. Lorena's down throw has been totally reworked since I recorded everything else here. Now it bounces your opponent off the ground. And with this change, that means that down throw and up throw are now a nasty 50-50 DI mix. You want to DI down throw out to escape, but if they up throw instead, now you're eating major damage. And it's the same in reverse. DIing in expecting up throw, a surprise down throw is gonna be the perfect combo starter. She's a grappler. Of course she has throw DI mix. Forward throw is a solid positioning tool to get someone off stage, and back throw. Oh, that's just Giant Swing. That's just King's Giant Swing. Anyways, that's gonna straight up kill at high enough percents. But wisely, I hear you say, surely her aerials are more standard, right? Absolutely not. I mean, sure, neutral air is your standard great combo tool in the air, and forward air slaps in front of her to send off stage or to kill. But down air, back air, and up air are all grabs. Down air tosses her victim above her, leading to juggles or more grab opportunities, sometimes into another down air. Back air is a great positioning tool. It can yank someone off stage, interrupt their recovery, or just throw them onto a platform for a follow-up. Up air is where things ratchet up another notch, though. You see, all of the other throws so far connect with their victim and then throw them immediately. Up air doesn't do that. Lorena lunges up, grabs you, and then pulls you down for a backbreaker wherever she lands. The platform, the ground, even off stage. If she lands off stage, she doesn't need to care because her loyal fans have her back with a platform that resets all her resources. Anyways, that up air, be very careful if you're hit by it. Hold in, and she can chain them into more up airs. DI out at too high percent though, and it'll kill you off the side outright. And that's after she grabs you. Up air and fair are a great DI mix that'll kill anyone holding out expecting yet another grab to come. Instead of going over all her specials, I want to focus on just side special and up special. Let's keep the grabs going here. Just like the strongs, these are command grabs, which means they beat shield. So if someone thinks they're safe shielding on plat, these will ruin their day. Side special throws Lorena off the ropes, and if she connects with her opponent, she's got 3 options. Hold left to go left, right to go right, and hold down for a spike. Left and right can set up for follow-ups on bad DI or just get your opponent into the positioning you want. Up special though, we've got Pop Buster. The further she falls, the more damage and knockback it does too. So if someone DIs your up air in one too many times and you land an up special near the top of the screen off the top platform, it's beautiful. Lorena's aerials, up special, and side special are the basis of her entire gameplay. She's a high-flying grappler, and grabs are the tools of the trade. Lorena's goal is to force her opponent into the air, pull them back down for a pick your poison DI mix, and then punish them even harder for trying to escape. Someone's really trying to avoid going off stage? Pile driver all day. They finally learn their lesson and hold out? Forward air, or even raw bear to kill them off the side. The acute among you might have seen up special and had your neurons start firing off. Wait, can I just up throw into up special for an easy bait kill confirm? Sometimes. Command grabs follow Rival's grab lockout rules, so you can't true combo grab into grab. Your opponent needs to leave hit stun or be hit by a different, not throw, not command grab move first. Any of your aerials work, or you could just pummel first, and then you can do it. But man, I have seen so many Lorenas forget this and just panic in the heat of the moment. Now that I've spent all that time explaining her game plan and going over every single way she can grab you out of the air, let's add a little flair to the mix. We haven't even talked about her element yet. The A13 says this is metal, it's magnetism, but I think I have a strong case for her being a furniture wizard. She might be able to push and pull the chair, sure, but she also manifests an entire folding table with special getup from ledge. And when she lands one of her grabs off stage, she materializes a full-blown wrestling ring. even her element in the Rivals logo is the chair. So with the power of furniture at her disposal, she has a much more fleshed out gameplay. What good are all the grabs in the world if you can't land them? So it is time to introduce you to your new best friend, chair. The best Lorenas are experts in chair control. You can either toss out the chair with neutral special or slap it down with down special. Tossing it has a strong initial hitbox that can kill. Down special is faster and keeps it next to you. Once it's out, her entire kit can interact with it in some way. Neutral special pulls it back, and down special rockets her towards the chair, both of them with hitboxes that can lead into all her other options. Lorena's chair is how she can enforce her game plan, manipulating a hazard on the screen or by giving her access to burst movement to help her close the gap. Pull it towards you to pop someone up for up strong at kill percent, hurtle towards the chair to get back on stage. You're only limited by your creativity, and by if your opponent hit the chair recently. If it gets hit, it goes on cooldown before you can play with your toy again. Even longer if they actually send it off stage. But if they can hit the chair, so can you. And you don't need to wait for a cooldown. Pop it around to reposition for better follow-ups. Even all of your command grabs and hit grabs interact with it. And landing on someone with the chair still does the same damage and knockback as if you had grabbed them, which is honestly only kind of useful, but it's very funny. More useful is that grabbing a chair with any of your moves that make a platform off stage still work that way. And remember, like I said before, making a platform off stage, the game treats this as a real platform that gives you your jumps and air dodges back. So once you've practiced your offstage interior decorating for a bit, you can start to pull off this kind of thing. Now, this does take some resource management. You can't do this when your chair isn't actionable or when it's already on stage. She still has a weaker recovery, but she isn't totally helpless either. She can't always do this kind of thing. For a final bit of flair, the least integral to her game plan, but arguably the most important to her personality, her pummels. I didn't mention this when I went over her throws earlier, but for the degenerate gamblers among you, Lorena has 3 different normal and special pummels. Not the standard one and done. But just like the rest of the characters, guessing which pummel you're about to get hit by breaks you out of it. So you're not just playing a 50-50 on a singular pummel. Lorena can choose to flip that coin 3 times. The first 2 normal pummels are strictly damage, whereas special pummel 1 turns your opponent around, and 2 rolls them backwards, both making giant swing a little bit scarier as you work towards the ledge. The third and final pummel for each are the stars of the show though. Your reward for making someone guess wrong 3 times in a row. The third normal pummel is straight up a rolling death cradle, a nice homage to King's own grab break sequence. And after the RDC, Lorena gets her choice of throw, depending on if you want a combo, kill, set up for an edge guard, whatever you'd like. The special pummel ender is a bit more final. The normal ender might have been Tekken, but the special pummel one is just Heavenly Potemkin Buster direct from Guilty Gear. You're not going to get any follow-ups from this one, but it just kills by itself at high enough percent. The real reward, though, is watching Lorena do the 1, 2, 3 count, knowing your opponent is losing their minds at missing 3 50-50s in a row. After all that work of zoning and zooming around with the chair, using your burst movement command grabs to call out defensive habits, and then comboing them with high-flying acrobatics designed to make someone second guess every single DI option, sometimes you just gotta put it all on the line for a 12.5% chance. Triple coin flip. Because if there's any character that's rewarded for getting into their opponent's head and making them feel dumb as hell, it's the Queen. Dear God, please don't turn off the video. Not yet, give me a sec. Normally, I don't do special full-on outros because, frankly, people don't watch them. But I want to give special thanks to Normie0113 for being the executive producer on this video because of their support during my subathon. If you do want to support the channel, which, I mean, you did get all the way to the end of the video, I think you like it. Likes, subs, sharing it with a friend or enemy, hypes, they all make a huge difference. I'll be real, I have no idea what hypes do yet, but apparently it is important now.